About me, the real victim. I spent 3 days in the hospital. 3 broken ribs, a pulverized left hand, and a major concussion. Ouch. I sucked in a sharp breath from the pain. She shot me a cold glance. Disgust was written all over her face. What are you whining about? That hurts? She deliberately pressed harder on my wound. When you ruined that woman, it hurt her 100 times more than this. I wanted to explain, but no words came. Not long after, Aileen came to visit me. She didn't bring Nelson along. She brought 2 assistants and a phone. She was live streaming. The moment she entered the ward, she dropped to her knees beside my bed, sobbing dramatically. Casey, even though you hurt me, I'm a kind person. I don't want to push things too far. If you agree to one condition, I'll write a letter of forgiveness so that you won't go to prison. I watched her coldly, seeing straight through the act. Aileen stepped closer and lowered her voice. If you don't agree, I'll make sure your parents get hit by a car the moment they step outside. I know where your family lives. I even know you've got a younger sister still in elementary school. My pupils shrank. Family was the boundary I would never allow to be breached, and she had just crossed the line. A rage I had never felt before ignited in my chest. She wanted to play? Fine, I would play along. I took a deep breath, turned to the camera, and forced a weak smile. Okay, I'll marry you. I'll get discharged from the hospital right now. We'll go get our marriage certificate. Aileen froze for a moment, clearly not expecting me to agree so easily. Then, ecstasy flooded her face. I ripped out the IV, bit back the pain, and swung my legs off the bed. Let's go. To the city hall. I wanted to see what her expression would look like when we got there. Aileen was afraid that I would back out, so she warned me, let's see how long you can keep pretending when we get there. Use your real identity when you register. She kept live streaming the whole time, hauling me to the city hall like I was some kind of criminal. On the way there, she chatted cheerfully with her viewers. Yes, we're going to get married right now. He's a piece of trash, but for the sake of my reputation, I'll just have to suffer a little. Thank you, top gifter, for the Porsche. I'll make him work to pay off our debts after the wedding. When we arrived at the city hall, the lobby was packed. Crowds had gathered because of the online controversy. Some were even reporters who had caught wind of it. Aileen slammed her identification documents onto the counter with her chin raised high. We're here to get married. I placed my ID and registry beside hers. The clerk was a middle-aged woman with glasses. Her gaze flicked from Aileen to me, analyzing us both. Her expression turned strange. Are you two certain you want to register for marriage? Yes, absolutely, Aileen snapped. Hurry up, the whole internet is watching. She shoved her phone toward the clerk. Ma'am, please move faster. Let's not miss the auspicious timing. The clerk shook her head helplessly. She picked up my ID and swiped it through the reader. Then, she looked up, slid the card back across the counter, and said flatly to Aileen, "This can't be processed." Aileen's smile froze. Why not? Is the system down? Does he have a criminal record? I don't mind. The clerk pointed at my ID, then at Aileen. According to the marriage law, marriage requires one man and one woman. You're both female. This marriage can't be registered.